African elders warned pregnant women about one simple thing: never step over a rope. Not a snake. Notto, efaya, batto, a rope. They believed doing this could twist a child's destiny, or worse, invite something unseen into the womb. This is a story many families were too afraid to explain. Long before hospitals and scan machines, African communities believed pregnancy was a sacred crossing, a time when a woman stood between the world of the living and the world of spirits. Every movement mattered, and among all the warnings given to expectant mothers, one stood out above the rest. Never step over a rope. The rope was never just a rope. In many African cultures, a rope symbolized life, paths, spiritual boundaries, invisible cords connecting mother and child. Elders believed a pregnant woman stepping over a rope was the same as forcing her unborn child to cross a spiritual boundary too early. And spirits do not like rules being broken. They said if a pregnant woman stepped over a rope, the baby could be born entangled, struggling to breathe. The child might become restless, always tied to unseen forces, or the pregnancy could attract jealous spirits who followed the rope's path. Some even believed the rope represented the umbilical cord, and stepping over it symbolically twisted the child's fate. There is an old tale of a woman who laughed at the warning. She stepped over a rope tied between two trees, saying, "It is only rope." That night, she dreamed of a child crying, wrapped, bound, and unable to move. When the baby was born, elders said the child never slept peacefully. He cried at night, as if something unseen still held him. Whether coincidence or belief, the village never forgot. Today, we may explain such beliefs with science, symbolism, or cautionary wisdom, but elders used stories instead of textbooks. The rope was a reminder. Pregnancy required care. Movements carried meaning, and life before birth was already sacred. So the next time you hear an old African rule that sounds strange, remember this: not all warnings were about fear. Some were about protection. If you've heard a similar rule where you come from, share it in the comments. And if you want more the African folklore and forbidden traditions, subscribe to because some stories were never meant to be forgotten.